Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Carly and you're watching Xoxo. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today I have a bit of a fail for you guys. I have been working on this jersey knit top that is a little asymmetrical, diagonal off the front. I'll show you. It's from Burda Style 1 2023, so the January issue. And so the top I'm working on now was gonna be this one here. And it is just a really nice basic. I made it out of a black rib knit. And I thought this is gonna be amazing for my wardrobe. I can wear it with everything. It turns out my twin needle was failing. I was failing. I can blame it on the twin needle all I want, but it was just a mess. Every time I would go to use it, it would break a thread. I've used a twin needle a bunch of times and I've never had a problem before. So I don't know what is going on, but the tension of my machine, it was just pulling those threads and it was all getting tangled. I broke a needle, so I decided that I was gonna start unpicking this neckline that I had just top stitched down with the twin needle. And I totally stretched out the fabric. It didn't recover after being unpicked. So I tried it on last night. It does not look good. I thought, you know what? I've had enough of this. It's going in the garbage and going into my scrap pile to maybe become rib knit, you know, cuffs for things. But I'm not ready to let it go. We're not gonna give up and we're gonna try to make this shirt wearable because I really need some basic tops that kind of go with all the bottoms I've been making lately. So I'm gonna try it on and I'm gonna kind of show you what the neckline is looking like and what is going on, and we will brainstorm how we can fix it. All right, so I have a couple lights pointed at me, so I'm gonna look really shiny because the black gets really hard to see. So here is the top that, it has such potential to be so cute. It's nice and form-fitting. It makes me look tiny. The only problem is this neckline. So see here, like my bra is showing because everything is just stretched out. And maybe this fabric is like too stretchy and to be this. So here, this is kind of come off the shoulder. This is how it's more supposed to sit. It's supposed to sit kind of on the shoulder. This cap is sitting on top of my shoulder here. And then over this side, this is way too off the shoulder. So what I'm going to do, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, this is my terrible hem here. Let's see if you can see that. So I just folded it under 1 centimeter. So I'm gonna cut off that hem. I'm gonna make a 3 centimeter band. I'm gonna measure this distance, subtract probably 15%, and I'm gonna do a band. And hopefully that's gonna kind of hold this up, add a little more length because of what I'm cutting off. And I think that'll be really good. Let's see how it goes. I only have a little bit of this fabric left, so the other thing would be, you know, it's pretty off the shoulder. I don't think I can live my life like this because this side kind of slides down to overcompensate. And so then they're both off the shoulder and you lose that kind of asymmetrical angle happening. You know what I mean? So let's cut this off and let's cut a band and see if that works. I tried to sew a little dart into this side to try to make it sit on the shoulder more, but it did not work. Here I am unpicking that seam. All right, so now I have that cut off. I feel so much better with that ugly top stitching off. Oh my gosh, let me try to even show you. I guess you can't really see, but it is actually atrocious. All right, so I'm gonna measure the neck opening. So it's not gonna be a complete band because this never stretched out. The kind of shoulder addition piece never stretched out. So I am going to measure the distance from here to here at a 1/4 inch seam allowance and it's gonna be like a half band, and we're gonna subtract, I'm gonna say 15% off of this width to really snatch it in and make it sit nicely on the body. So let's get to measuring. All right, so I ended up cutting that, and so I actually did 20% off of the distance, and then I didn't add seam allowance because it is so stretchy. I feel like I'd rather it be like snatched in than not. So I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to sew it to either side, mark the half points and the quarter points, and just kind of stretch and see how this goes. All right, guys, I have that all pinned along the neckline. I snipped into these edges, and I'm just gonna finish it up with some hand sewing if this works. Crossing my fingers, let's see how it goes. So the neckline is way better now. It's sitting for the most part on my shoulder. It kind of droops down a little bit on this side, but I think that's okay-ish. The only thing is, when I fixed it, I had to snip into the seam allowance here. And so, here, let me try to bring the light a little closer. This side doesn't match up properly, and the back looks crazy. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's not very good. But at least it's done. It won't be something I wear to work. Maybe it will. It depends on like how it grows on me. You know, if I feel comfortable with it. I find the band is awesome. It really kind of helps that gaping that was happening. So I'm just gonna turn this under a 1/4 inch. I'm gonna zigzag. I'm gonna leave the twin needle alone for now. And then I'm gonna hem the bottom, and I'm gonna call it a day on this project. I will keep it out of the bin, but I'm gonna keep it out, or I'm gonna see how many times I wear it in the next month or two, and if it's not enough, maybe I'll think about turning this into some cuffs. And so this is the finished look. The neckline is way better. I'm just a little upset about those puckers. The front is okay. I feel like it looks really great. The back is the only thing that looks crazy. You can't really see on the camera because it's so dark. I have all my lights turned on, trying to get as much light in here as possible. I feel like maybe I just didn't choose the right fabric. This is too stretchy for what it is supposed to be, but that's okay. I'll still wear it. The sleeves hit me just kind of right at the wrist. They're, you know, if I stretch my arm and get this right where it's supposed to sit here, it's a little short, maybe almost bracelet length on me. So if I was to make this again, I would make this in a fabric that is not a rib knit. I think rib knit is too stretchy. It kind of loses its shape around the edge here. And even in the neck, it's still a little stretched out, but maybe I'll just like embrace it and go kind of like off the shoulder and see kind of how that sits in there. I think it's all right. And so yeah, I would use something a little heavier, a little less stretchy, maybe a jersey instead of a rib knit, you know, like a cotton jersey or something. And then I would maybe add some, say, clear elastic here so it doesn't stretch out so much. And then I would figure out my twin needle. That was such a bummer that it caused so much problem from the start, but I think it's pretty cute, and I will be wearing this in the future. So that is the project I have for you guys today. I hope you have the most wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.